in the Bible who was a visionary to rebuild the walls of his country. And when he did so, he faced a lot of opposition. But he chose to focus. We are told that during the course of the construction of the walls, he held on one hand, together with his people, a tool to construct, and on the other, a sword to protect the people who were constructing the walls. I do want to say that as I go back to my country in Southern Africa, I'll take with me lessons of leadership from you, Mr. Prime Minister, and from the people of Ethiopia, that when you have a vision and you believe that it is right, you focus and you ignore the naysayers, it shall come to fruition. I want to, on behalf of His Majesty the King and the people of the Kingdom of Eswatini, indeed the people of Southern Africa, congratulate you once again. You have made Africa proud for what you have achieved today. Thank you.
Thank you. Your Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf.
Rahim. Your Excellency Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, Prime Minister of the Federal and Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Your Excellencies Heads of States and Government, Your Excellencies Ministers, Ambassadors, High Dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a historic day for Ethiopia. The inauguration of the Renaissance Dam will be remembered for generations to come. The inception of this project, its construction, and today its inauguration took decades of hard work, dedication, and a visionary leadership. It is well known that its primary purpose is to produce green energy, up to 5,000 megawatts. The Ethiopian people and the neighboring countries will certainly benefit from abundant source of electricity. I would like to seize this momentous opportunity to congratulate His Excellency Prime Minister Abiy for his incredible achievement, and the Ethiopian people as such who believed in this project and financed it on their own savings, blood, and sweat. Your Excellencies, the Program for Infrastructure Development in Africa is one of the most strategic framework and flagship program of Agenda 2063. It was launched in 2012, and it covers 4 major areas: transport, energy, transboundary water resources, information and communication technology. PIDA provides a vision, policies, strategies for large-scale cross-border infrastructure projects. Your Excellencies, after a successful second African Climate Summit organized in Addis Ababa yesterday, this dam comes as a testimony of words translated into action. Yes, indeed, energy transition based on renewables remains at the heart of our collective ambition on the continent. Now, as the chairperson of the African Union Commission, it's also my duty to echo Egypt and Sudan's concerns with regards to the unimpeded flow of the Nile water and their expectations of a trilateral agreement. His Excellency Prime Minister Abiy reassured everybody in his statement, and he said, "This dam is not meant to harm anyone." The best way the three countries could resolve this issue is through diplomatic means, around the table of negotiations. I urge the three countries to resume dialogue and talks on the basis of the 2015 agreement on principles signed in Khartoum. The African Union Commission is ready to assist the three countries to find an amicable solution. Nobody is going to invent or reinvent the wheel. There are successful experiences even on our continent that can be a good reference to that trilateral cooperation. I am referring to the very wise cooperation between Senegal, Mali, and Mauritania through the Organization for the Promotion of Senegal River. Yes, it is possible to find common ground for collaboration. It takes political will and wisdom. My brother from Eswatini quoted the Bible, so maybe it's my turn to quote the Holy Quran. Allah said in the Quran, وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. We made alive everything from water. I thank you.
Thank you. Salini Pedro.
President of the countries attending the ceremony, President of the Commission of the African Union, Prime Minister of Ethiopia Abiy Ahmed Ali, former Prime Minister of Ethiopia Haile Mariam Desalegn, honorable member of the government of the countries attending the ceremony, speakers of the houses, honorable ministers, members of the parliament, regional presidents, Beni Shangul regional president and authorities, army general and representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start saying that my Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni sends her greetings to the PM Abiy Ahmed Ali and his government in this happy occasion, and her congratulations for the achievement celebrated today. I want to say and start with an obvious thing that we all here give for granted now, but it wasn't so obvious before. The great Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, it is finally a fact after 15 years. The reservoir is fully filled and the power station are already generating energy that will be dispatched through the grid throughout all the country. And everything works. This is a miracle. This is fantastic. A dream came true for me and for the nation. How proud can I be today? My heart is singing, and I'm sure together with the heart of all Ethiopians in this circumstance. Around 35 million people will be finally branched to the lines, and the total energy available in the country will be 3 times what was before. The equivalent power of 3 nuclear plants together is generated here. Ethiopia can sell energy to neighboring country, reinforcing relationship and fostering development of the entire region in peace. I want to thank all the workers, the technicians, the engineers that with their endeavor and continuous commitment have made this accomplishment possible. I want also to thank our client EEC, with whom we share all goals and worked shoulder to shoulder all those years. In particular, I want to thank Eshabir and Abraham, with whom we worked and brought this project to completion during the last years. I want also to thank Ambassador Girma Biru, which gave most of his years to this project. Safety first. This one was one of the safest projects in the world. Nonetheless, all great achievement comes with a cost, and notwithstanding all effort deployed, there is a cost which we regret the most, and the most unfortunately couldn't avoid. This job was an enormous effort of workmanship and labor, more than 260 million worked hours in this job, and more than 10,000 people were employed at peak times to build this dam and the related project. And 250,000 hours were spent on training or on safety. But all the same, we still had victims. In these 15 years, 33 workers lost their life in road accident and other issues. I bend my head with respect and say I pray for the people that gave their life for this achievement and for their families. Their memories will not be lost. Capacity building was achieved in this project. 25,000 young technicians, skilled workers and engineers have been training on the job. This is a very important result. A very scarce resource was obtained as a side result. They can give an essential contribution for the future of this country. I started with an obvious consideration, but it was not obvious at all when we started the journey. I was working with, at the time, PM Meles Zenawi, visiting the Beles project which was under construction. We were near the Little Bay, and he told me, I have a dream for this country. Energy independence and abundance. Can you design a project on the bay? I want a mega project, at least 6,000 megawatts is stated. Do it quickly. A year after, he passed away. Then another prime minister came, was the Honorable Haile Mariam Desalegn. He had to make difficult and tough choices, successful choice as we see today. Then another PM, Abiy Ahmed Ali, took the situation in his hands, facing all the difficulties on earth, and here we are. Character of Ethiopians is tempered by difficulties and challenges. Think at the Ethiopian runners who trained themselves at 2,000 meters over the sea level to win. No one wanted this country to build this project. No one wanted to finance it. Many political issues, too many problems, and no easy solutions. But the Ethiopians are not afraid of difficulties. They are resilient, and when they face resistance or enemies, they double the effort and they take the best out of them. They do not bend or step back and renounce to what they believe and want. Ethiopia did this project against all the difficulties, against all the opponents, against all the challenges with its own resources. The Commercial Bank of Ethiopia financed it, and citizens did their part, purchasing a bond issued expressly. It was my dam, was the mantra they said. And this is it. It is their dam. They were opponents and fears. Now that the dam reservoir is completely filled, we have demonstrated with facts what was before fruit of estimate and calculation, not harm or damage to the water flow in the downstream countries. Aswan Dam Reservoir, it is at its maximum level contemporaneously as the Gerd Reservoir is full. I want to pay a little tribute to my father, which gave all his life and his love to this country, and to Pietrangeli, which is the father of many of the projects that we did in this country. I arrived in Ethiopia in the 60s. Most of the people here were not born at that time, and certainly none of the ladies. We were doing the Legadadi Dam, and my father was bringing me with him to visit a job site. A young engineer, which is now 91 years old, is here, was Giorgio Pietrangeli, author of many of the design, including this one. I brought my son Gregorio here. Bravo, Giorgio. I brought my son Gregorio here to continue the tradition. My father, my grandfather, before me, and now my son. We started the Legadadi with Haile Selassie, and now we are here with you, Mr. Prime Minister, and we delivered this project. There was a time in which I came here and Addis Ababa was dark. There was no light. Power shed every day, and there was no light for the people. Now it was a nation into the darkness. Now there is light everywhere. Now Ethiopia can sell energy to the neighboring country. You imagine that? I read about the golden of Ethiopia. But the golden of Ethiopia is not the metal, the precious thing, but it's the water that we have above the sea level on the islands, and is the white oil, is clean and sustainable. No one else has this luck. We built and originate and design a large part of the project of the country. More than 10,000 megawatts installed for the future of the country. There is another name for energy, power. Power, and there is a meaning behind this. Power to grow, power to connect, to develop, to industrialize, to teach, to heal, to build peaceful and fruitful relationships. Power for the future of the people. Michelangelo, which was a Renaissance Italian sculptor, said once that the sculpture is already inside the marble block. The role of the sculpture is only to take off the things which are useless, and you see the sculpture inside it. We have the same for the hydroelectric plant for the future. Water is where we need. The only things we have to do is to take out the useless things, dig some holes, make some tunnels, build some other dams. There will be other projects to imagine and to build. The future is only started today. Thank you.
Thank you. Finally, I now invite His Excellency Ismail Omar Gile, President of the Republic of Djibouti, to give us a blessing and closing remarks. Your Excellency, a microphone will come to you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الأمين. Figurator Prime Minister. ቀዳማዊት ቁጭ ልበል ነው አልደከመኝም። ዛሬ ታሪካዊ የሆነ ቀን ነው። ዓለም በሙሉ ያስደነቀ ፕሮጀክት ነው። የአፍሪካ ፕሮጀክት ነው። የኢትዮጵያ ወዳጆች በሞላ ዛሬ ድል አገር ሆነች። ሁላችን ደስ ብሎናል። ሁላችን ከልብ የመነጨ አድናቆት አለን። ሁላችንም እንዴት አይነት ስራ የተሰራው ኢትዮጵያውያት ኢንጂነሩ ኢትዮጵያዊ፣ ቴክኒሽያኑ ኢትዮጵያዊ፣ ይሄ ያልታየ ኤክስትራኦርዲነሪ የሆነ ሁሉ እግዚአብሔርን መለመን፣ መጠየቅ፣ ሰላም እና የኢትዮጵያ ሕዝብ ይባርክልኝ፣ ፕሮጀክቱን ይባርኩልኝ። ወሰላሙ አለይኩም ወራህመቱላህ።
ክቡር ጠቅላይ ሚኒስትር አብይ አህመድ፣ ክቡራን እዚህ የተገኛችሁ የመንግስታት ፕሬዝዳንቶች፣ እንደዚሁም የዓለም አቀፍ ድርጅቶች፣ የኢትዮጵያ ሕዝብ ፕሮጀክት የሆነው ነው የህዳሴ ግድብ በዛሬው ዕለት ተመርቆ በማየቴ ከልብ የመነጨ ደስታ ተሰምቶኛል። ስለዚህም እንኳን ደስ ያለን። ወደፊትም መናቆርን ትተን አንድ ላይ ቆመን አገራችንን እንደዚህ አይነት አበይት የሆኑ ክንዋኔዎችን እንድናደርግ አደራ እላለሁ። ሁላችንንም እንኳን ደስ ያለን እላለሁ። አመሰግናለሁ።
እናመሰግናለን። አሁን ወደ ፕሮግራማችን ማጠቃለያ ደርሰናል። የታዳጊዎች መዝሙር የሚያቀርቡልን ይሆናል። የታላቁ የኢትዮጵያ ህዳሴ የግብር ይህንን ይመስላል። ክቡር የጠቅላይ ሚኒስትር ዶክተር አብይ አህመድ ጋር የመጡ እንግዶችን አስቀድመን በመሸኘት ሌሎች ፕሮቶኮሎች በሚመሩን መሰረት የምንወጣ ይሆናል። አሁን አስቀድመን የምንሸኘው ሚኒስትር ዶክተር አብይ አህመድ ጋር የአገልግሎታችንን ደግሞ ከፍተኛ የመንግስት የሥራ ኃላፊዎች አስተባባሪዎች ሰናችንን አሳይተናል ይሆናል። በተዘጋጀው አግባብ መሰረት ብቻ ስለሆነ መንቀሳቀስ የቻለው አስቀድማችሁ የወጣችሁ ካላችሁ ሚኒስትሮች፣ የክልል ርዕሳነ መስተዳድሮች፣ ሌሎች ክቡራን ከፍተኛ የመንግስት የሥራ ኃላፊዎች በዚህ እንድትቆዩ አስተባባሪዎች በክብር ጠይቋቸዋል። ወደ ተዘጋጀ ቦታ የሚወጣው በተዘጋጁ አውቶቡሶችና ተሽከርካሪዎች ደረጃና ደግሞ መግባት የሚቻለው በአውቶቡሶች አማካኝነትና እነሱ በሚመራቸው ስለሆነ ሀብታ
የምስራች ኢትዮጵያችን ዳግም ኮራች ለድል በቃም የምስራች ኢትዮጵያችን ዳግም ኮራች ሀገሬ 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 ለድል በቃም የምስራች ኢትዮጵያችን ዳግም ኮራች